Good morning, YouTube. Today, Sunday, July 31st. Alright, so now we got the formalities out of the way. As requested by one of my viewers, I am going to create a review slash tutorial slash guide on BR, or battle rating, as I presume it's labeled. Um, there's quite a few factors that go into this component of the game, and I'm going to explain further on whether it is a useful component or if it becomes irrelevant. Now, the first thing that you're going to look at is your heroes or your angels, whichever ones you prefer to call them. My current battle rating is almost 7.2 million, and I'm about to hit level 70, so it should go up quite a bit once I hit level 70. The main components with which I'm just going to start off with heroes. Okay, so heroes, you can have a maximum team of 5. One main character, which is my main character here, plus 4 other heroes, or angels as you prefer to call them. So you have your main hero, and then you have what my composition is Tempest, such as I've labeled in my formation and guide and update, is that I have 1 healer, 1 support, 2 DPS, and my main character. I could work on this build to make my main character a DPS or healer. But until then, this is the formation that I've been running with for quite some time. And so far, I haven't had any issues. Now, to go into detail, for your main character, you start off with your main character as, you're always going to start off at level 1, right? But also, you'll have Augment 0. Now, Augment 0 meaning you have none of these additional stats on your character. So once the introduction to the game will lead you through augmenting your character, summoning others, heroes, as well as all the basics of the game. One other thing you also want to look at is the gear of your characters. Now, if you look at this sword, Berserker Sword, just remember that for your first recharge, you get 1 Berserker Sword. Plain and simple. That's if you want to spend money on the game. I know some people play the games and they don't spend a penny on the game just to see how far they can go within the first 12 days, 14 days of the server being launched, since those are the events that matter starting off. But with this sword alone, it gives me 32,415 battle rating alone. Now, that's with the current enhanced level, refined level. Say if I go into details here, it's level 100, enhanced level 120, refine rank 20, which current rank gives me 1400 attack and 400 crit. And currently with 20 other Berserker sword shards in there, actually no, it's 10 because with you use the same component, it's 2, counts as 2 points. It gives me another 100 attack. Now, if I got this to 1 star, it would give me 100 initial rage starting out in a match and another 600 attack, not including, say, if I got this to 120, that's 600 attack plus another 600 is 1200 for this 1 sword if I got it to 1 star. Okay, that's basic for that. Now, remember that if you have a full set, you get these set bonuses. You get 2 set bonuses, 262 attack, 3 set bonuses, agility 3%, 4 set bonuses, damage bonus 8%. Now remember, with your main character, you get an affinity with every set that's a DPS set, not including Warlords, and the Imperial set gives you an affinity, such as this Berserker Sword gives me 8% increased attack alone. That's static as soon as you equip it. Once you take it off, that affinity goes away. The same with Berserker Armor, Helmet, Belt. Those all give me an affinity. I get so in total I get 30% increased defense, 12% increased health, 8% increased attack. That alone for this 1 character, if I took all these off, just this 1 set, I was at 1.2 million. Now I'm at that includes 400,000 battle rating for this 1 character. See, I'm back up to 1.23 million battle rating. Now, that's just for that gear. Say if I go into Relics. Now, Relics, if I go in here, enhance. Alright, so for Relics, what your main battle rating, once you get to, I think it's 35 or 40 is when you start getting Relics and Relic runes. These will be your main. Say if I take off this HP, I can lose 31,000 battle rating. So I put it back on, I get 31,579 back. Or if I remove this attack, I lose 40,591. These are all rank 6 runes. I'm going to be making a rune video with one of our other creative members, Mauricia. I've linked her videos in the descriptions before. She's a great content creator. I highly recommend everyone checking her out. She makes some great guides on our forum base, so I suggest looking those up. Now, like I said before, these are going to be, this just gives me static at level 30. It gives me 3,060 attack. Next level will give me another 90. And currently my highest one is level 50, which gives me 4,752 on one character. But 50 takes a while to get to. I only have 2 characters with level 50 relics. And everyone else I'm working on, such as she's got a 40 and a 40, and then I'm working on her getting hers to 40. But alone, these give base stats, as well as they give bonus stats, such as this Thor's Hammer gives me attack or crit damage plus 10.8%, and it also absorbs 9.8% damage dealt as health. That can be really good, say if you have a lot of attack but not that much defense, and you attack more often because you have more agility on this character, then you'll heal up a lot more because you'll be attacking faster, harder, and you'll be hitting or getting back that 9.8% damage. So if you hit 100,000, you get 9,800 HP back for that one hit. With my Fairy Mirror, this is your basic health item, such as at level 30 I got 11,560 health. Next level up gives me another 340. But that doesn't include what runes I have on there, as well as the stats. Now the random stats are random. It can roll anything. It can roll, on this one it rolled HP percentage plus restores rage per turn. Like I said, depending on what you need, like for my Moira, sorry, I gave her damage reduction and restores HP per turn. Now, this isn't the best one for her. That's just the one I had. And with, I need to swap this one out actually. Her Thor's Hammer gives her a chance of inflicting crit hit on a target with less than 50% is increased by 18.6%. It also works on healing, and also she gets higher crit damage. Now with her ult, she always crits with her ultimate, so that might work. But I need to throw it back on this guy, who Lucas was one of my highest damage dealers because his ultimate gains 100% increased crit damage when it crits. So say if it normally hits for 90,000, it will crit for 300 plus. So if I give him this relic, it'll increase that chance to crit plus the crit damage that he does. So I'm going to swap those out, as well as I'm pretty sure they have the exact same runes, so it wouldn't damage the benefits he gets. Okay, so because I'll go into relics and runes a lot more in detail once I am able to. This is just where you're going to get your runes are where you're going to get most of your battle rating, because you can put 5 in each legendary relic and 4 in each purple relic, and so on and so forth. That's pretty much basic for your equipment. If we go more into detail, if I go hit cultivate and augment, now your augment levels, like I said before, for your base character, you get these stats, like augment 1's 100 attack, augment 2's 1500 HP, augment 3's rage plus 200, 4's defense 8%, 5, 6, etc., etc. So at the moment, all of mine are augment 10. except for my Moira, because her shards are a lot harder to come by. Once I get her to augment 7, I get her new ability, which gives her 15% chance that she will negate all damage dealt to her, which is incredible. But it also costs 7 million gold. Yeah. Um, the one that I'm like my DPS with Lucas, his augment, he has 3 augments in a row that give him increased damage. 9 is increased damage 18%, 10 is 13% crit rate, and 11 is attack plus 14%. That is insane. And 8 is also gives him 6100 attack. So definitely, I would say focus more on your main DPS, healer, and main character, getting them up first, and then getting your secondary DPS, and then support up. Supports are just that, they support. Like Kay, her ultimate gives my whole team agility 20% and dodge rate 20%. That's great if I put a rune or a relic on her or someone else. Say if I put on Moira, since she is the highest dodge in the team, I give her the fairy mirror, increases her dodge. When she dodges an attack, she recovers up to 72 rage. That's amazing. When her ultimate, like I said, it does 207% plus 2004. Let me actually do some quick math while I have this up to kind of give you an idea of how much damage she does with the gear she has right now. So that's 207. Oh shoot. 2.07 times, or no, plus 2040. Actually, no, let me clear that off. That's 2.07 times 98,344 equals plus 2040. Okay, so that her ultimate alone does 204,612 damage. That's not including her crit damage increase, plus whatever else I have on her gear. Yep, that's the only crit rate increases her Thor's hammer, as well as she also gets crit chance increase from her passive ability that she uses, as well as from Kay's ultimate gives the team, or her ultimate gives an amount equivalent to 17.5% of her attack and increases their dodge by 17%. So if I focus on getting Kay's attack up, that also increases everyone's attack by 17.5 times. Actually, sorry, it's 0.175 times 66844. That increases everyone's attack by 11,698 points if you round up, which is insane, which puts her well into the 100,000 attack damage and him up into the nearly 120,000 attack damage. Now, I'm keeping Lucas higher in damage because if I go up, say, against another K build, her arcane slash ability, it paralyzes the highest attack target on their team. Say if I went up against another K, it would cause him to go paralyzed, but she still does a lot more damage than Lucas does when paralyzed. So I usually put him front line in the middle, and I can put her there, swap them, boom, just like that. So she still gets hit, which generates her ultimate a lot faster. He gets paralyzed, which is perfectly fine. That wasted on him and not her, because once he comes unparalyzed, they both ult together and it pretty much wipes out the entire team, or at least one row and another. It's crazy. Like I said before, that's pretty much what I go for gear wise for them. I go for the affinities first, since she has an affinity with an Eternal Helm and Eternal Greatsword. I gave those to her, but I also gave her the full set, which is my first that I've gotten of the Eternal set. It's because of that 4-set bonus is increased by 5% attack and 5% defense, which is pretty crazy. That's why she has 417,000 health and 98,000 attack. For my healer, I just filled out her affinities. Like I said, I usually go for. Before I ran this, I had an Electa where Moira was, so I affinityed out him first. So I gave him his Berserker helm first and his Thor's hammer first, and then I filled out his Berserker set. And then I went for my healer, which she needed an Imperial belt and a Thor's hammer, so I got her those first, and then I gave her the Imperial Claymore because she has an 8% attack affinity with that, and a Fairy Mirror, and so on and so forth until they all filled out. As well as with my allies, I have Pen, Palmer, Pandora, Hela, Electa, and Skull, which gives me a 12 out of 16 affinity with this group. If I put on my Electa and throw on a Freeman, I'll have, how many is that? 14 or 15 out of 16 affinities, but Electa isn't as strong. Should be my secondary DPS. Now, that's just going over your heroes, what you want to focus on. Once you hit level 65, you'll be able to cultivate your allies, which means get them to each branch of 10, say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right now I'm working on 50, and I get these free stats for all of my allies, for all my deployed heroes. So each hero at level 40 gets 3,540 health, 780 attack, 330 defense, and plus 80 agility. Now let me see if I can remove that just to see what kind of battle rating that gives me. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I just lost nearly 200,000. And my Moira dropped 2,000 attack. So you definitely want to make sure you go. Yep, I lost 174,000 battle rating. The next thing, the one thing you also want to go for is get your mounts, because for every mount you have, you get say if I got the Cerberus mount, which I'm pretty close to, you get another 70,000 battle rating, plus you get another 2,800 character health, 700 attack, and 700 defenses, which adds into what you already have from all your mounts. Say if you have a main character focused build, that's what you want to do. And so I just need these 4 mounts, and I'll have every mount, and pretty much that's a lot of stats from my main character. You also get skills per mount. So the Primal Dragon, which was the most recent event that was just announced, gives me my whole squad beginning of the game or match gives me 11% attack and 11% endurance for 2 turns. So that usually lasts me for everyone to get their ultimate at least once. So that's pretty effective. Actually, sorry, I'm going to correct myself. I don't get 70,000. That's what I'm currently at with my mounts. As well as you level up your mounts using mastery stones. So once I level him up again to 9, he'll be at this far, and then once I get him up to the next rank, so rank 8's the next one, I get increased HP of all heroes by 6%. So it's definitely worth, once you get, mastery stones, you get them passively throughout the game, so I wouldn't worry about it. But that's pretty much your main goal. Now, if you were asked me how to get that 2.4 million battle rating by day, what was it? The rookie tournament ended on day 7, I think, give or take. Focus on your formation. If you're not spending money, I would highly suggest going for builds that you can go far in the campaign with, because that's where you're going to get most of your diamonds. As well as make sure you get your formation that works, that you've either researched or you've used before. If you don't know which formation you want to go for, go to your recruitment lineup here and pick one. I went for the Tempest build because I liked that it had high crit and dodge. I'm a big MMO player. Crit means a lot. It's funny. As well as you can go for a Midas build, which is high defense. Now, from what I understand, Tempest is really good for world bosses. Midas is really good for PvP because you have that high defense. As well as Celestial is good for both because you have your high balanced attack and defense build right here. As well as once you ever get to that 3 mythic build, mythic hero build, which is Ray, Pamela, and Moira. You want to go for a Liz support because she bubbles and I believe it increases the attack of all of your squad in the beginning of a match. So most high-end people who are playing this game for a while, say like server 20 and lower, or 120, they're generally all up there with the 3 mythic hero build. Once they get the outfit for your main character, that gives you, if I go back into clothing, it gives you healing abilities. So I have these 3 outfits. They all give different abilities. The healing one is this one. So you can get rid of your healer and go for that triple DPS, or the triple mythic hero plus a Liz. And that's pretty much the end game build that you want to go for if you want to go high. So if I hit level 70, I don't, that event is going on right now. So say if I go in here, it's just cream exchange, I can get the emerald chest outfit, which gives me the healing set, but I'd need 2,500 topaz and 250 aurora song. So as well as you can get the wings themselves for the same price, which I don't know why you'd only go for 1 piece when you should go for 2, unless, oh no, actually, sorry, you get the outfit and the wings. That's 5,000 topaz plus 500 aurora song. Now you can probably get 1 piece now and 1 piece later on, so don't sweat it. If you can't afford it now, then you can definitely afford it later on. Like I said in one of my previous videos, always go for the events. Make sure you get those done. Get leveled up as high as you can. Go as far as you can. As well as you get free stats from your, like, this is from doing campaign. This is all my bonus stats to my main character. 2170 health, 630 attack, yada yada. As well as my title, since I got the best rookie, which is the 2.4 million battle rating at the end of the 7th day. You get these free stats from your character. You can also get titles from Domination. You can also get titles from Cross Server, y'all, and Expedition, Team Domination, and events. I'm sure they'll add more as they release more events later on. I mean, that's pretty much all that composes your whole battle rating, is make sure you get what I focused on by day 14 was getting all my characters decked out with legendary gear as well as legendary relics, because you get a lot of rewards from that. I wish I could show you what you get from each one, but that time has passed. There's make sure you get your relics, because you get, when you enhance equipment, say if you get, for every 10 levels you get an enhancement master, where you get base stats. Like this one for rank 13, which is 130 on all pieces, I get 8,840 health, 2,288 attack, 230 agility, 1,710 defense. That is a lot. Same with the enhancement on this one. I was able to get a lot of bonus attack plus initial rage, and the next rank I get a lot more attack from having the 2nd star. So this is, like I said, this is around level 60, 65, give or take. So if you're not that high yet, then don't worry about it. Same thing with the stars on relics, that's at 60. But for all of those, for your day 7 events, you want to get to level 52, as well as get your battle rating up to 2.4 million. So that's pretty much all the tips I have for increasing your battle rating. Once you get up to your cultivation and all of that, that's where you'll get most of the rest of your battle rating. So hope everyone good luck, and keep battling, warriors. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.